Welcome to r/surviving infidelity. Here's another story. My soon-to-be ex-wife came out in early December. I can't move on. Really long story. My world is upside down right now. My life feels fake right now, and I just want to know how to go back to living my life. So, this whole scenario goes back to Thanksgiving. In my house, Thanksgiving is one of the few times a year I can just relax and take a drink. So, I got a little buzzed, but my wife got wasted. Towards the end of our dinner, I was washing the dishes, and my wife stumbled into the kitchen. She was a crying mess, and I asked her what was wrong. She is slurring her words so badly I could only understand "I'm sorry." I took her to the bedroom, got her glass of water, and laid her down. That was the day I started wondering what was going on with her. Then around early December, I went home early because of a bad fall I had at work. I showed up, and I was caught off guard by the presence of another car in my driveway. This wasn't a familiar car either. It was a 2003 Dodge Durango which I hadn't seen since one of my buddies crashed his back in 2005 at a house party. Anyway, I went through the front door, and my wife was sitting on the couch with a glass of wine in hand, and when I walked in, she gave me a giant hug. I asked about the car in the driveway, and she said it was a girlfriend. I asked where this girlfriend was, and she said that she was taking a shower because she had spilled wine on herself. I didn't buy this story. I just felt in my gut that she was lying to me. So, I asked again, and she fed me the same story. I had an idea pop in my head at that moment. I just sat down and said, I already know. That's why I came home early. Me and my buddies quit playing poker because I had an Oscar-worthy poker face, and that came into play here as well. She looked petrified and said, "Know what?" I told her that I already knew and that I deserved to hear it from her. She broke. I don't think this would have worked if she hadn't already been drinking. She started apologizing and told me that she wasn't being her whole self and she needed to be open and honest with herself. On cue, the woman she had been seeing walked out of the bathroom. The woman froze when she saw me, then sat down next to my wife and held her hand tightly. That was when it clicked for me. My poker face is good, but not that good. My wife said, "I'm sorry you had to find out like this, but I can't keep pretending and wasting my life like this." Frick, this part makes me feel like a sissy. The combination of being shell-shocked, disrespected, and sad became overwhelming, and I couldn't help but shed a few tears. I refused to sob. I told the strange woman to leave my house immediately, and she at first refused. I'm not an intimidating person or aggressive person, but I threw my coffee table across the living room near my dining table. She looked scared, and I, almost sociopathically, calmly told her to leave once more. She tried to again state that she wasn't going anywhere, but my wife basically pushed her out. She came back in and started apologizing and saying shite like "You're my best friend and I still love you." At this point the pain of falling off a ladder onto tile and picking up a stone coffee table had taken its toll on my back. I crumpled down and laid on my ottoman. My wife came over to comfort me, but I flipped out when she touched me and she went to the bedroom. I slept right there on the ottoman. The rest of December was horrible. I really messed up my back and had to go to a doctor. I was given some rather strong painkillers and a cane. The painkiller side effect was drowsiness, so I was tired most of the time. Couldn't work because of my back, so I spent the month crying about the death of my marriage and my severe back pain, as well as watching Stargate SG-1. Didn't eat much. I had some crackers every once in a while, but I lost almost 13 pounds in 2 weeks. My wife stayed at her girlfriend's house for most of December, but she came over for Christmas. She and the girlfriend came over, and when my wife saw my dirty clothes, caveman beard, and my swollen eyes, she cried a little. They sat me down and said that my wife was moving on, but that she still loves me as a best friend. She wants me to accept her relationship and stay involved in her life. I found strength for the first time in weeks and told her that I was done with her. She had broken me and I wasn't going to stand around and congratulate her. She left me alone with a broken back and broken heart. The girlfriend tried to talk, but I called her a homewrecker. She got rather upset and told her that she wasn't welcome in my house. My wife tried to speak, but I cut her off and told her that the homewrecker needs to leave before we discuss any further. The homewrecker left and we talked. I told her that the divorce was coming and that she could take almost nothing from me. I inherited my house well before we got together, and both my cars were gifted to me by my uncle around the same time I got my house. She looked a bit disappointed, and I told her that this was the last time we'd speak in person. All communication would be through my attorney from now on. She begged to keep in touch, but I told her the truth on how I feel. I told her that I thought about killing myself at least 10 times a day. I told her that she meant more to me than anything else in the world, but she betrayed me. I told her talking to her made me physically sick, and I felt literal pain. She understood that, so that's where I've been. I think about her all the time now. New Year's sucked. I stayed away from alcohol during this period mostly because it's dangerous when used alongside my painkillers. Speaking of the painkillers, I should be rid of them soon. Those painkillers are horrible, and I really want to go back to work and do something other than sleep and vomit. Frick, this got long. I'm sorry guys. This was kind of therapeutic for me in a way. Just letting the words flow really helped me. Has anyone been through something similar? Do you know how to stop thinking of your former partner? Please, I'll accept any advice. Here's the first comment. Just want to say, that is some absolute bullshit to cheat on your husband and accept him to be all up and happy for you when he catches you and your freaking affair partner. She even chose to then say she wants to stay friends and loves you. I feel for you, man. As soon as you can get off the painkillers and do your own thing, just proactively finish it all off. Get in the gym or something to take your mind off it here and there, and good luck. I'm rooting for you. Here's the next comment. Her telling you that she loves you and you're her best friend and that she wants to remain friends is 100% about closure for her. She isn't doing it because it's the truth. She's doing it so she can tell people, look how great I am. I left my husband, but we are still best friends. Frick that noise. Here's the next comment. You said she wants me to accept her relationship. Never going to happen. You used our marriage as a vehicle to feel safe and explore your sexuality with other people. That goes against the tenets of your marriage. No matter her sexuality, that's no excuse to cheat on a partner that you've made a lifelong commitment to. This is a huge betrayal, and her wanting to be friends during this process after doing something like this means she doesn't completely understand or fully appreciate the gravity of her actions. She thinks she can have her cake and eat it too. She's just another garden variety piece of crap cheater you need to try your best to scrub from your life. Best friends don't do this to each other. People that love each other don't do this to each other. Period. That's what you need to think about when her name pops into your head. You said, I think about her all the time now. Distractions. Work on yourself. Get in the gym. Hobbies. It sucks because your back got injured and you're probably not working right now. If you ever need to talk, reach out. Here's the next comment. Cheating is cheating. If she needed to find her true self, she should have told you that and gotten an amicable divorce to pursue her quest. Instead, she used you as a safe platform to explore her sexuality. I believe that's called monkey branching. You cannot be friends with someone who shites on you. She's just looking for post-cheating validation. She's a terrible person, not a sexually repressed victim. A decent honorable person tells their spouse first and makes a clean break before stepping outside the marriage, and I give no shites about the genders. Here's the next comment. No mercy in the divorce. She knew the state you were in and didn't care. She wants to stay friends hoping you would take it easy on her. Here's the next comment. Let me guess. She's been gay this whole time. She just couldn't hurt you by telling you. It's bullshit. I know a girl who left her husband for another woman. 6 months after the divorce, she was begging him to take her back. She dumped her lesbian affair partner because she had been cheating on her with another girl. All of a sudden, she was heterosexual again. She caught heck from her family and friends. Her husband refused to take her back. He'd moved on with another woman. Here's the next comment. You will get over her, but it will take time. Be strong for yourself and go no contact with her. When you feel better, go out with your friends and try to make new friends. Hit the gym and look after yourself. Divorce her. Close this chapter of your life and open new one with someone who will love and respect you. She is not the same wife you loved and married long back ago. Wishing all the best. Thanks.